There it is. No, that's not it. Alright. Well, now that I've made a complete fool of myself... Hey guys, Jon-Michael Booth here, and welcome to another exciting episode of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. Let's get right into it. Oh my god, there's a giant slime over there. Let's go kill that slime. Let's go kill him before he gets away. Yeah. 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 Dead. Oh my god, he split in two. Oh my god, he split into more than two. Okay. Kill the slimes, kill the slimes, kill the slimes. But that, come on, just die already. Slimes are just annoying. That's basically all they're good for. Right there. But they do give you some slime, which is good, right? We already have a whole ton of slime, but that's okay. Okay, so what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Well, as promised, I want to make a couple more really cool machines. We talked last episode about this thing, very briefly, called a Sag Mill, and I really wanted to make one for you guys. So, in order to do that, I'm going to need a few things. I'm going to need some flint, which I'm sure I have somewhere, another machine chassis, so, and I'm going to need another basic capacitor for that. So let's start with a basic capacitor. Let's make our machine chassis. There it is. And let's make another piston, because we need one of those. Got one of those. Bang, 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 bang. Get rid of all this junk. And flint. I need the flint. Where did I put my flint? There it is. I only need 3 pieces. Okay, Sag Mill, Sag Mill, Sag Mill. Okay, we now have a Sag Mill. So, what good is a Sag Mill, you might ask? Well, a Sag Mill is what we're going to use to grind bunches of things down into dust. That's what we want to do. So, what do we want to start with? Well, to start with, actually, what do I have on me? I have charged Certus on me, but I want regular Certus. So there's regular Certus quartz, and also nether quartz. I need to grind some nether quartz down. So I don't know how much nether quartz I need, but I'm going to start by... Yeah, let's just do a bunch of everything. Let's do 20 of those, and that's a good place to start. But we also need to make some more Flukes Crystals, because we're running low on those guys, and I can't remember how to do it. Flukes Crystals, these guys. In order to get these, we need charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone dust. Oh, that's actually exactly why I had these things out. Alright, and we need water. So let's go outside. Find ourselves a puddle. One of these days, I'm going to build a puddle inside my house so that I don't have to go outside to do this. Charged Certus, redstone, nether quartz, and we watch the magic. And did I miscalculate that somehow? Apparently I miscalculated that somehow, because I got everything I needed and I had redstone left over. Alright, so let's put our Flukes Crystals in there. Now we have a lot of those. A lot of these things as well. Some slime. So actually, let's get rid of these. Since we're not cooking anything, I'd like to cook some of this skystone, because that's going to be necessary for something later on. The next thing I want to do is start making something over in that corner. So I'm going to need a bucket. Of course, I don't have a bucket, so let's make one. I used my bucket for my aqueous accumulator. So there's my new bucket. Let's let's go outside and get some water. As promised, here comes the puddle in the house. Close the door behind me. And I'm thinking somewhere over here would be a good place to put our puddle. So I know it doesn't look like much, but there it is. That's going to be our puddle. What do I need a puddle in my house for, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. We need to make not these Flukes crystals, but these Flukes crystals. These are called pure Flukes crystals. And they're done by creating a Flukes seed, which you need Flukes dust and sand. And then you combine those and you get a Flukes seed. So I'm going to use this to grind up some of these Flukes, and maybe, I don't know, I don't want to use all of my Flukes crystals, but I don't know, maybe 20. Same as I did with the other things before. There's my nether quartz dust, by the way. So I ground up this nether quartz and made it into dust. Here we go, Flukes dust. This is great. Actually, you know what I just realized? I don't need that much of this Flukes dust. I think I only need about 4. So maybe I will take this out as soon as it's done making the 4th one. There. Oh, it's going to make a 5th one. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. Now I can make some Flukes seeds. And this is how you make Flukes seeds. You combine sand and Flukes dust, and you get Flukes seeds. I now have 10 Flukes seeds. And what you do with the Flukes seeds is you come over to some water and you throw them in the water. Now the only problem with basically cooking Flukes seeds this way is that they go really, really slow. But there is a way that I can make them faster. However, it's going to take a lot of steps. So let's start that out. I need to make something called a crystal growth accelerator. Or more specifically, I need a bunch of these things. But before I can make those, there's a bunch of things that I need, including this glass and these Flukes blocks and these ME glass cables, plus a bunch of iron. So let me start by making this glass. This glass is made by taking regular glass and combining it with that that nether quartz dust that I just made. So there we go. I now have 16 of those glass. Where's my accelerators? Now I need these Flukes blocks, and I'm going to need 4 of those in this configuration here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't use all my Flukes crystals. Get those put away. Then, what else do I need? ME glass cable. Alright, so I'm going to need some of this quartz fiber. Well, the quartz fiber is pretty easy as well. I take some more of that dust and some more of this, or regular glass actually, except that I ran out of dust, so I need to grind some more dust down. The question is, how much do I need? So if I'm going to make quartz fibers, I need, I've got a little list over here. Let's make another bunch of dust. So actually I think we only need 3 more dust. Let's get that in there. Grinding down. Meanwhile, we will take out our glass and we'll do this. And we'll take our nether quartz dust. Come on, 3 nether quartz dust. And we'll put 1, 2, 3 in there, and that gives us 3 quartz fiber. Now if we combine our 3 quartz fiber with 3 of those, we get some of this ME glass cable. So ME glass cable is necessary to build some of these crystal growth accelerators, but it's also necessary because it's going to be what we use to hook them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 crystal growth accelerators. Yay! And those guys will go over here. So let's put them down here. And now we need to basically dig out 4 marble spots for where we can put those crystal growth accelerators. And unfortunately, I've just picked up my seed again. That's okay though. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let's take our seeds and drop them. I said drop them in the water. Okay, there we go. So they're in the water, they're growing. Unfortunately, they are not accelerated yet because these devices are offline. Why are they offline? Well, that's because they're not powered. So let's power them up. We'll start by digging out a little bit more of this quartz here. And maybe one over here. Then I can use my ME glass cable. 1, 2, 3. And let's get my seeds back in there. 7. Boom. Get in there. Okay. Are they online? No. Now the big problem here with this particular setup is that you can't connect this energy conduit directly to the ME glass cable because they're from different mods. This one is from Applied Energistics 2, this one is from Ender.io, and they don't cooperate directly. So in order to make them cooperate, we need one more piece of equipment. And that piece of equipment is called, what is it called? I think it's called an energy acceptor, and it looks like this. It's pretty easy to build. We need 4 pieces of glass, we need 4 pieces of iron, and we need a Flukes crystal in the middle. And there it is. Now, hopefully, if all goes according to plan, when I come over here and I take my energy acceptor and I plunk it down right here, and then I take my last cable and hook it up there, boom, look at that. All of my energy acceptors, or all my growth accelerators, spring to life, and they are now powering those crystals, and they're going to grow, and that's going to be fantastic. Okay, one more thing that we need to do that we talked about last episode but we didn't get to yet was to use this inscriber. I moved it over, by the way. I wanted everything a little bit cleaner and to start over here closer to my crafting area. So I'm going to start making something to go in here, and the thing that I want to put in here to start with is silicon. What is silicon, you might ask? Well, let's get rid of all these things. And let's type in silicon. And silicon looks like this. Silicon is made by crushing sand. You can use a crusher, you can use a pulverizer, and you can use a Sag Mill to crush sand. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of my sand, not all of it, maybe like, sure, a little bit. Maybe 16 pieces. And I'm going to crush it. And hopefully, if all goes according to plan, there it is. I'm going to get silicon. And what can I do with silicon? I'll show you what I can do with silicon. I can come over here, and I can grab one of these presses. And the one I want is the silicon press. I'm going to put it in the inscriber right up here. And then I'm going to take my silicon pieces out, and I'm going to put one right in there. And slowly, bang, it's going to press some printed silicon. Now here's the downside to this process here. First of all, it's pretty slow, as you can see. Second of all, I can't drop a stack in here. I kind of have to sit and wait and wait and wait and wait for this to actually happen. So, to speed that up a little bit, I can use one of my old friends. And the old friend I'm referring to is, of course, a hopper. And if you happen to put a hopper on the side of your silicon press, which of course I did not, because I'm a fool. There we go. Let's move the Sag Mill. Let's put the hopper on the side of our silicon press. Drop our silicon in there. Then you should see it will auto-load. Yay! Then I can take a Sag Mill and put it over here. Alloy smelter, Sag Mill. Oh, things are looking up. I've got machine upon machine upon machine. My silicon's being printed. How are my crystals doing? Oh, are they done? Are they done already? Pure Flukes Crystals. I have 10 pure Flukes Crystals. It's actually pretty cool. Because I'm going to make something with those 10 Flukes Crystals. But I'm also going to need some Skystone. And I think I'm going to need something else. Iron? Yes. Let's see if I can remember this recipe. I know that goes in the middle. I think these go around the 4 corners. And these go in a plus. And of course I'm wrong. I always do this wrong. There it is. No, that's not it. Alright. Well, now that I've made a complete fool of myself, after all of my printed silicon is done, I can remove the silicon press from my inscriber and grab a different press. This time the press that I want is called the engineering press. Put my silicon press back, but I also need a different material. This time I need a diamond. So here we go. The engineering press goes up top, and I don't put silicon in this time, I put diamond in this time. And again, we wait and we get something very cool, which is this guy, a printed engineering circuit. Why do we need a printed engineering circuit? Well, I'll tell you why we need a printed engineering circuit, because we are going to make an engineering processor. And the way we do that is remove this press, we stick the engineering processor up there, we put some printed silicon down there, and we need one more ingredient, which is a piece of redstone right in the middle, and then we wait, and there we go. We now have one engineering processor. And now we can do the thing that I've been waiting to do for a few episodes now. This is pretty amazing, actually. Right here, we use some skystone, which we've cooked into these skystone blocks. We use some of our pure Flukes crystals that we just created using our growth accelerator. We use the engineering processor, and we get an ME controller. What in the world, you might be asking yourself, is an ME controller? Well, I'll show you. I'm going to put this guy down, and it's going to turn some pretty colors. The ME controller is the basis for what will become the best storage system in all of Minecraft. In future episodes, I'm going to be expanding the ME system so that it has drives which will store materials, so that it has a terminal that I can access all of my materials in. I can craft from there. There's just a ton of stuff I can do. Definitely one of the best blocks in all of Minecraft, or the best systems, which is why I love Applied Energistics 2. It's probably my favorite mod, and I said that, I think, right back in the very first episode, but you are going to see why. in the coming episodes. So if you guys love this series and you want to see more, click the like button, subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber, click the notification bell if you want to receive email notifications of when I produce new videos. You guys, I am going to produce a new video every single weekday from now on. So hopefully you guys tune in, watch those videos. I'm going to try to keep the lengths around 20 minutes. Some will go a little bit over just because that's the nature of what happens. But if you guys like them, you know where to come and see them. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Leave a comment and let me know if you like these videos, if you want to see more of these videos, what kind of things you want to see me build in these videos, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.